Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much for tuning in. We have a lot to talk about. Before we get to Carrie Lake, well, we can look at the Washington Post article right now. She's up 11,000 votes with a good number of votes to still count. Ron DeSantis is going to make a major announcement. We'll get to that in a moment. Hit subscribe to this channel. Hit subscribe to the Stock Market Crash channel. I'll have a segment immediately after this on the Stock Market Crash channel. So definitely hit subscribe to this channel, the Stock Market Crash channel, and the Nuclear Confrontation channel. Those are my three. You can go to those three on the homepage. And if you want to support my work, my super chat is right below in the live chat comment. You can go ahead and give a super chat. I believe, Paul, you gave one already. Thank you so very much, Paul Bartlett. I appreciate your support, and I appreciate everybody's support. Thank you, Paul. I can't thank you enough, as always. JG, everybody here. Hello, Eric. Paul Bartlett, thank you again. Boomer Toppings, hello, thank you. Thank you, Boomer Toppings. Greatly appreciated. Starting it off. My goodness. So really quickly, Boomer Toppings, Paul, everybody here, Eric, everybody here, JG, Christina, hello. Jaime from Colombia, hello. Miguel, hello. Kristen, everybody here, Benjamin. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We have a lot to talk about, but here I want to read you this. This is literally about 10 minutes ago, actually 5 minutes ago or so. Ron DeSantis to make major announcement. So I'll read this to you. Governor Ron DeSantis is planning to make a major announcement on Thursday morning. His press secretary, Christina Pushaw, shared the news in a tweet Wednesday evening. Also said, quote, prepare for the liberal media to melt down over the year. Prepare for the media meltdown of the year. Everyone gets some rest, she added, along with some smiley emojis. What exactly DeSantis will announce was not immediately clear, but Pushaw said in a follow-up tweet, the surprise announcement is not campaign-related, but official business. Okay, so there you go. DeSantis is running for re-election and is often discussed as a top contender should he run in 2024. I love Ron DeSantis. I think we need Trump. We definitely need Trump. When you have so many apoplectic and hysterical people making false and baseless allegations against Donald Trump for 6 years, I mean, they can't indict him. They don't have anything on him. So it's like, the interesting thing is they've committed the crimes. We know this because there are social media algorithms that prevent us from discussing and debating and learning about those crimes. So there's a reason that Twitter would not allow you to discuss Hunter's emails 2 years ago. Boomer, thank you again. Greatly, greatly appreciated. Boomer Toppings, thank you. Paul, thank you. G. Corbo, hello. So he's going to make an announcement. I believe it's pertaining to, it's not campaign related, but official business. Okay, so it's about official business. There you go. The Florida governor's press team has been fairly effective in drawing national attention, including this week when they shared a fiery response on social media, turning down an offer for DeSantis to appear on ABC's The View. I actually think he should go on The View. That would be fantastic. I mean, it's like, it's so easy to debate the ladies at The View. Because, I can go ahead and get into that forever. But anyway, over the past couple, they had to actually apologize because they were afraid of getting sued by Turning Points. But here, over the past couple of years, DeSantis has bucked national trends. And he's been right all along. You compare Florida to New York, just compare it to New York and other places in the past 2 years. You can look at the places with the highest rates of you-know-what, of people who suffered from you-know-what. We're in Democratic regions of the country, Democratic states. And, I mean, you can look at that. And you don't, well, I can go on forever regarding that. But anyway, it'll be very, very interesting. New York still has a higher, is still doing worse off than Florida is. if you look at the numbers. But anyway, so Ron DeSantis is going to make a major announcement. John Durham, JG, thank you so very much. You don't even have to. I appreciate JG. I donate more, but my dog literally ate my couch today. I'm setting up a GoFundMe page if your wonderful audience wants to donate. JG, your dog ate the couch. What kind of dog do you have, JG? Is it a big dog? I think it's a big dog, right? And it can't be a little dog if he ate the couch. JG, thank you so very much. I appreciate your support. Always. You're too kind. And what kind of dog do you have, JG? You have a couple of dogs, right? I think you have a couple of dogs. JG, thank you so very much. To my super German Shepherd. Nice. Love German Shepherds. I love German Shepherds. I love Rottweilers, Dobermans. German Shepherds are great. Labradors. Nice. High tones. Hello. Thanks, everybody. Greatly appreciated. JG, thank you so very, very much. Boomer, thank you so very, very much. So, Durham takes the reins ahead of the trial of Steele dossier source. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is actually it's actually a very important point. When people say, well, nothing's ever going to happen. Oh, my God, nothing's ever going to happen. His reputation is at stake. By the way, tragedy. Representative Jackie Walorski passed away in a horrific car crash. A Republican from Indiana, congresswoman. Really just terrible, terrible news. Terrible news. I mean, you had so many icons and legends, and Bill Russell passing away the other day, and yesterday, Vince Scully. I mean, the great Bill Russell, Vince Scully. This congresswoman, really terrible. I mean, my God. Representative Jackie Walorski. I mean, really just terrible, terrible news. Absolutely terrible, my goodness. It's so unfortunate. That's like, every single day I remind myself that I have very, very close friends, family, that people that I've known over the years, obviously like everybody has, that, have passed away, some of these people have had, children, and you kind of have to realize that every single day that you're alive, and hopefully doing what you want to do, is a special day. And so, just terrible news lately. Really terrible. You can go. It's just terrible to hear these things. But John Durham is taking the reins ahead of trial. So this is the Washington Examiner. Ladies and gentlemen, he didn't speak during... John Durham put away John Connolly, the former top FBI official in Boston. He's already sent a top Federal Bureau of Investigation official to prison. This was years back. So you have to ask yourself, do you think that he wants his legacy to be a special counsel where he couldn't get a conviction? Danchenko has 5 counts. He's being charged with 5 counts. Durham is going to be there front and center. He's obviously the top trial attorney there. And for some reason, he thought the Sussman case was going to be pretty clear. Can you hear me, ladies and gentlemen? Sorry about that. I apologize, and I have no clue why that happens. I have no clue why that takes place, ladies and gentlemen. It's so annoying. It's so annoying. But, I was about to bust a tube in. I'm so glad that finally... No, I'm just joking. How do you do that? How does that happen? You have a meeting at CNN. You have a meeting at like one of the largest media companies in the world. Could you imagine if it was a Trump supporter? Could you imagine? Nice, JJ. Hold on. How's everything now? Can you hear me okay? Still frozen. Let me just hear. Let's create a poll. Here's a poll, ladies and gentlemen. Just answer the poll. All right. Okay, so excellent. Nice. All right. How do you do that? Like, how are you on a Zoom meeting? That's you. How are you on a Zoom meeting and you then, like, what do you automatically go to the website that you were looking at prior to the Zoom meeting? Like, how does that work? You can't restart your computer. You have to, and then it's like, JG. How does that work? You can't just you can't just go ahead and restart the computer. I mean, and then the best is like Trump. He's so immoral. JG, I can see that comment. Like they always say, like, Trump, the Trumpers, the Trump family. Oh, immorality. Oh, the criminality. The tarnishing of civility. Let's see, you have one top legal scholar at the cable news network busting a tube in front of everybody. And then you have, let me see if I could limit the cricket sound. Lord. That's why I need Super Chat to get out of this cricket-infested place. Here, let's see. You hear less crickets now? Joe's, thank you. Then you have Hunter. So if you're not tubining in front of the whole planet via the Zoom meeting, because, you know, the good thing is that they were protecting themselves with the Zoom meeting from you know what, but then they had to experience the tubination, so that's a little negative. Larry! Trump DeSantis ticket, yes. Trump DeSantis ticket, dream ticket, clenched, reliable source. Yes, Larry, thank you so very much. Larry, thank you so very much. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. Nice. Thank you, Jeff. That would be absolutely amazing. Larry, a Trump DeSantis ticket. Is a Trump DeSantis ticket possible? Because they're both from Florida. I heard that it might be difficult. In the comments section, let me know, ladies and gentlemen. The Trump DeSantis ticket is possible, correct? I don't think that would be an issue. Well, I heard lately it could be an issue. That'll be amazing, though. But there's some other good ones. Trump and Tim Scott would be amazing. That would be an amazing ticket. So we'll see. It'll definitely be Trump running. I can't wait, and thank you so much, Larry Whitaker. Thank you. I love DeSantis. I definitely just want Trump. I want Trump there. I want Trump to be our next president after mashed potato brains, because Rick Bartlett! Rick! Hi, HAs. Just a little something for your work. Thank you. Thank you, Rick Bartlett. Greatly, greatly, greatly appreciated. I thank you so very much, Rick and Larry. Rick Bartlett, thank you. I hope all is well. I hope you're doing well, Rick. Thank you. And thank you for tuning in. And thank you for your support as always. Greatly, greatly appreciated. It's been a while. Thank you, Rick. I can't thank you enough, Rick. Thank you so very, very much. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, it's a little slow in terms of news. I mean, it really isn't, but it kind of is from my channel. So the sweet spot for my channel is coming up in about, could be tomorrow or within the next couple weeks. Definitely approaching November and beyond. But I'm going to thank everybody that gives a super chat. And I don't care the pushback or the response that I get. You thanking people. You're thanking people too often. I'm unsubbing. You're thanking people too often. I'm like, no. I just thank you so very much. Rick, greatly, greatly appreciated. Larry, thank you again. Thank you, Rick Bartlett. Greatly appreciated. I don't have $20 million in venture capital funding by some people who got the money almost certainly to push some really wonderful policies that Democrats view to be just simple fantasies that they use to deceive impressionable voters on the left into thinking that one day possibly they'll implement Green New Deal, Medicare for all of these things that they'll never, ever in a million years pass. They won't even vote on Medicare for all. So it's like they say that Trump lies. Nobody lies more. Nobody lies more than Democrats, media, especially people who are the vote blue no matter who people. That's one of the thing with DeSantis and Trump is like when they say something, they want to implement it. They're not going to tell you, yeah, we want Medicare for all. We want Green New Deal. Democrats don't even want that. So it's like they won't even vote for that. They didn't vote for AOC's Green New Deal in the Senate. And as simple like when Biden tried to just implement it a little bit, it was a catastrophe. So DeSantis and Trump are popular because when they say something, they're going to try to implement. That's why you need a resistance on the left for Trump. You don't need a resistance when it comes to Biden. You need warm milk and cookies and a very good teleprompter that doesn't like the person who writes Biden's teleprompter. He should definitely not give all the instructions out there. Repeat line. Touch the lectern. Definitely don't tell him to touch anything. Walk to the left. Don't tell him any. Don't give him any like specific instructions. There's no point to it. Paul, thank you again. Rick, greatly, greatly appreciated. Rick Bartlett, thank you. But ladies and gentlemen, John Durham, I know that every time I do these segments, people are like, you're John Durham. Nothing's ever going to happen. Nothing's ever going to happen. Like, oh my God. Again, these people committed crimes when setting up and framing Trump. Trump did not work for the Kremlin. These are the same people who are like, they deny. He's a denier. And it's like, these people denied Trump's defeat of Clinton for 6 years. They still don't believe. Stacey Abrams still thinks she's the governor of Georgia. So, these are the same people who, they look at Trump and they're like, oh my God, he's unfit. His personality. It's like, what don't you understand about record highs in household median income? Record highs in personal income? What don't you understand about that? My God. We have, look, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get back. So basically, John Durham's going to speak. He's going to be the lead attorney, ladies and gentlemen. It's on. I'm trying to tell you. He is not going to, this man, Igor Danchenko should just try to get a plea deal where he pleads guilty and he gives all the information that Durham needs. That's what he should do. Takes a reduced sentence and gives all the information, because instead of going to trial, you're going to find out all of this. You're going to find out things you never found out, you didn't know of. Like, we knew so much. They were actually, we have the emails and the communication of people conspiring against Trump. And nobody cares on the left. It's like, nobody cares. That's why if you were debating the ladies of The View, you'd ask them, well, who purchased the Steele dossier? They wouldn't know what you're talking about. You can say household median income, personal incomes were at record highs with Trump. They wouldn't know what you're talking about. They wouldn't care. They wouldn't care. Like, here, this is, okay, so she's up by 11,000. Hopefully it stays that way. It might not, but, Lord, household median income record 2019. This is like, as I say, look, and I thank everybody and Rick and everybody here, I thank you, and as I beg for Super Chat, I'm telling everyone, save your money, because it's going to get really bad. Oh, Trump. Oh, Trump. He's so mean and boorish. He's a horrible man, Trump. Horrible person, Trump. He's an authoritarian. Okay. The height of privilege is to vote for poverty. If you want to vote for a terrible economy because you don't like Trump's personality, that says something about you. But here, U.S. median household income was $68,700. Reuters, U.S. median income hit record in 2019. We hit a record. We hit a record, ladies and gentlemen. Trump, mean, bad, orange Trump. Mean, bad, orange Trump. And it's like, what, why would you not want to vote for Donald Trump if you have a record high? Hold on one second. I'm just trying to find. Two or more people. Family consists of two or more individuals. So, let's say 3 people in a household. Let's say 2 to 4 people in an average household, okay? Then 2 to 4 people. I'm trying to find what the Bureau of Labor Statistics. I think it's 4 people, but if it's less than 4, that's even better. But we had a record highs in household median income, okay? Rick and Larry, thank you again. JG, thank you. Boomer, thank you. Paul, thank you as always. And then you have personal median income. Median income hit record high. Let's see. Hold on one second. Incomes rose. Okay, so if you look at the poverty level, the poverty was the lowest it's been since 1959. You can look at every demographic group. Median incomes increased. Median household income was $68,703. It's now $64,000. It's back to 2018 levels. Thanks, mashed potato brains. Median household income was $68,703 in 2019. The 2019 real median incomes of family households increased 7.3%. This is the fifth annual. Okay, so between 2018 and 2019, the real median earnings of all workers and full-time year-round workers increased 1.4%. So real wages increased. Real median earnings of men increased 2.1% and 3% who worked full-time. Okay. Women, their incomes increased as well. The official poverty rate was 10.5%, down 1.3%. My God, Trump is an authoritarian. Trump. Exactly, Christina. Breathonomics. And if you look, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, all you have to do is read this article, Income and Poverty in the United States, 2019, United States Census Bureau. Poverty was at 10%. Poverty is at 14% now. The poverty rate declined under Trump. Between 2018 and 2019, they declined for every demographic group. And they've increased now under mashed potato brains. So you're voting for poverty. If you vote Democrat, you're voting for poverty. Poverty has increased. Every group is suffering now, but at least Trump isn't tweeting. Do you understand? I'm trying to tell you. Do you understand? It's like... So, hold on 1 second. Look at a real personal income. Yeah, real personal income is almost certainly down. So, you don't even have to. They were going way up with Trump, and then, of course, we know what happened his last year, which wasn't his fault. They hit a record high also, 36,426. Real personal income hit a record high. Real household incomes it's with inflation. Now, incomes, real wages are down 4.4%, but at least Trump isn't tweeting. Don't you understand? Don't you understand? It's about Trump tweeting because he's mean, and we can't have that. We need poverty. Poverty good. Trump personality bad. Poverty great. Trump personality a threat to democracy. Rah! Let's see here. Hold on 1 second. So you look at income levels have decreased. The economy has shrunk. Interest rates have gone up. Senior to Lupin. I'll do a Bernard Sanders. As you can see, everybody, I'm doing my Bernie Sanders. Yeah, okay. Income levels were up under Trump. Poverty was at an all-time low under Trump. Okay. Poverty hit 10% under Trump. Yeah, okay, the census says probably one of Trump's people fudged the numbers, but 10.5% 2019 poverty rate, the lowest rate observed since estimates JG. But again, Trump probably, through the Russians, altered the numbers. Okay? Thanks a lot, Vladimir. Now, we have, thankfully, a much higher poverty rate, which is good for my socialist policies, because I can get more government spending to help people get out of the poverty that Democrats create. So 10.5% poverty rate in 2019. What's the poverty rate in 2022? Drum roll, please. Yes, 14.4%. Mazel tov. Fantastic. At least Trump isn't tweeting. You see, ladies and gentlemen, Trump is a threat to democracy. And I just can't wait until the Democrats cheat me again. And at least the billionaires are making less money, because that's what it's all about. Oh, actually, they're not. They're making more money. We're making less money, but who cares? I forgot the talking point. And by the way, I'm running again for president. And this time, I'm not going to be cheated in Iowa. All the Michigas in Iowa I got to deal with. Every 4 years, they do it to me. Who remembers Mel Brooks? The 15, the 10 commandments. They don't let you live. They don't let you breathe. There's a crossbow behind them. JG, I know you remember that line. And so, Rick Bartlett, thank you again. Thank you, Rick. Steelers, hello. Reggie McKay. Oh, Paul Bartlett, I cannot thank you enough for Paul Bartlett. And Rick and everybody. I just noticed. Rick Bartlett and Paul Bartlett, thank you so very much, gentlemen. It's Mitchell McConnell. I, Mitchell McConnell, single-handedly harmed the Republican Party. I can't do the Mitch tonight. I don't have it. I don't have the Mitch. Rick, thank you so very much, as always. Paul, thank you. Jay, I don't have I don't have, Paul, I don't have the Mitch tonight. Long live Trump. If we can find a way to make sure Trump loses, that'd be fantastic. Oh, yeah, I love Trump, yeah. I used to do a good impression of her. But I try to abide by YouTube policies. She sounds always like Katharine Hepburn. Oh, Trump is a menace to every decent human being. So what if poverty is at an all-time high right now? Or approaching highs? I have gourmet ice cream, and it used to be at $30 a gallon, and now it's at $35. How do you expect me to live? How can I live with this inflation? Or no, that wouldn't be it. It would be like, so what? It's worth it. It's worth it if Trump isn't around. I would much rather have $40 a gallon ice cream. One of the Federal Reserve people said today that they don't see the inflation. Like, inflation isn't hurting me anymore. Really? Maybe because you're a millionaire. Maybe that's why. Maybe because you're a millionaire. That's why you have, like, the people who are most vocal against Trump have a lot of money. The people who, like, you could tell, like, the people who despise Trump the most, the income levels are very high. And as the income levels go down, people despise Trump a little less. It's just a little less. Frank, hello. Thank you. That's why Hollywood can't stand. Thank you, Ivan. Thank you. That's why Hollywood can't stand Trump. They're all rich. What do you expect? Oh, Trump. I know many people who despise Trump. I don't talk to them anymore, but they've disowned me, which is fine. But they're all like professionals, and they're all like good, wonderful, morally superior, wonderful people, highly educated. They make good money, and they're rich. And the wealthier you are, the more you despise Trump. It's actually, that's the privilege they're talking about. They have it twisted. It's completely twisted. The less money you have, the more you're like, I don't really like him, but honestly, like, if we have a better economy, what's the problem? You know? And the media, see, journalists, their job generally is safe the more things are sensationalized and the more, like, apoplectic. The more the coverage becomes apoplectic, the better it is for their job prospect. So it's not like they're not trying to give you reality. They're trying to give you what people's sensibilities. Thank you, JG. Thank you, JG. And you too. Thank you, JG. But it's like what is wrong with household median incomes? I want to know what's wrong with poverty being low. Tell me, I want to know what's wrong. Tell me what's wrong. Because if I ever get into a debate with another YouTuber, which is fine, it'd be very simple, I'd be like, okay, mashed potato brands has a 14% poverty rate. This is like, and I say this respectfully, every socialist, every far left, edgy socialist, what is it about poverty rate at 10% with Trump that you didn't like? Do you like now 14.4% with mashed potato brains? Do you like higher poverty? Yes or no? Wonderful, morally superior socialist, highly educated. Do you like higher poverty? Because that's what you have now. I mean, it's like the whole allure of being a socialist or a liberal Democrat or a democratic socialist, whatever. It's like, okay, the government is going to save and help people. Fine. You need social safety net. You need unemployment insurance. I understand it. You need Medicare. I understand that. You need Social Security. I understand that. Do you need poverty? I don't think you need poverty. Can we agree, socialists, that we don't need poverty? So then why is poverty increased? And if you say, well, it's the you know what? So your policies, fueled by Democrats, by the way, shutting down society. Was that a good thing or a bad thing? Well, I had to do it. Well, we had no other choice. No, you had a choice. You had a choice. And so it's like limousine social. It is limousine liberals, yeah. Rick Bartlett, thank you again, sir. Greatly appreciated. It's like my whole thing is, what is wrong with, and it's not just that. Look at inflation, ladies and gentlemen. Look, 50% drop in the S&P. Well, Michael Burry and Nouriel Roubini. Michael Burry and Nouriel Roubini know a great deal more than I do about the economy, finances, the stock market, economics. They know a great deal more than Paul Krugman and Robert Reich. But by the way, I know a little bit more than Robert Reich and Paul Krugman. I was saying inflation is going to tank the economy last year. They weren't. But Michael Burry and Nouriel Roubini, Jeremy Grantham, these are brilliant, brilliant, brilliant people. And, you know, I'm like nothing compared to them, but compared to Robert Reich and Paul Krugman, I've been saying things that are happening, and Paul Krugman and Robert Reich have been saying things that aren't happening. They weren't talking about inflation 2 years ago. They just basically repeat Democratic Party talking points from the lenses or from the vantage point of an economic perspective. God bless Bernie. He doesn't seem like he's into a thing called, if you want to call it, like economic justice, or a discussion about morality and capitalism. It's like, well, but poverty has increased now, Bernie. You think maybe Democrats are at fault, seeing that they run the House, the Senate, and the executive? But anyway, it's like, here you have two brilliant people. This is like, watch the Stock Market Crash channel right after this. Eric! Great day in the early morning here in Vermont. Cows getting ready for milking. Nice, to make Ben & Jerry's ice cream. God bless our farmers. Nice. Nice. Eric, thank you so very much. Mint chocolate chunk. Eric and JG, back me up on this. Is mint chocolate chunk the best Ben & Jerry's flavor? Eric, thank you so very much. Is mint chocolate chunk the best Ben & Jerry's flavor? I'm going to say yes. You might have a different flavor, but I want to see how many people love mint chocolate chunk. I spelled Jerry's wrong, but Eric, what do you think of that? Thank you so very much, too. Rick, thank you. Who likes mint chocolate chunk? Cherry Garcia is good. Love trucks. Cherry Garcia is good. No. Oh, man. I got shot down immediately. Oh, my God. For 20 years of my life, it was like mint chocolate chunk. Oh, my God. It's the best thing. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it so much. Yes! Fish food is good too. I don't like their politics, but the mint chocolate chunk is very important to me. I would have that. Is that a flavor? I should know of that. I should know all the flavors by now. What's the cookie dough one? Is that fish food? There's a cookie dough one. Eric, I don't know how to make my own ice cream. That's interesting. Wait, how do you make ice cream, Eric? Make your ice cream. All you need is 3 ingredients. How do you make ice cream? I don't know how to. Eric, really quickly in the chat, let us everybody know how you make ice cream. Let's see. Milk. Thank you, everybody. So yeah, I mean, I was addicted to mint chocolate chunk. It's just one of the greatest ice creams of all time. There would be malls. You make it by driving to the store. Ice cream and salt. I guess that's right, huh? Nice. Sweet condensed milk, heavy cream, any flavor you want. Oh, okay. Oh my God. It's that easy? Nice. I used to like also the Nestle ice cream bars. The Nestle, whatchamacallit? You know the ones I'm talking about. The Nestle, hold on. Nestle Crisp, the Nestle Crunch chocolate bars. The Nestle Crunch ice cream bars. Nestle Crunch ice cream bars. The Nestle Crunch ice cream bars I used to love. How many people like the Nestle Crunch ice cream bars, ladies and gentlemen? Because that was something I grew up on. How many people? So, I mean, there's mint chocolate chunk is good too, exactly. Mint chocolate chunk. So anyway, getting back to doom and gloom. Yes, Gumby Dan, hello. Strawberry shortcake, yeah. Sir Felix, hello. Ice cream sandwiches are great. Okay, so hold on one second. Okay, so hold on. So what's better? Okay. What's better? Ice cream sandwich or... Okay, here, this is one. What's better, hot fudge sundae or banana split? Hot fudge sundae. What's better, ladies and gentlemen? Tell me. Hot fudge sundae or banana split? Yeah, it's pretty true, huh? Hot fudge sundae's better. Yes. There was a place in Southern California called Houston's. Who remembers Houston's? They used to have the most amazing, heavenly, the best. It was a Kahlua brownie sundae. It was a Kahlua brownie sundae with like hot fudge and Kahlua and this amazing brownie, and it was amazing. Does anybody in the chat remember that place? Absolutely amazing. Anyway, getting back to yeah, it was Houston's. It was back in the day. Farrell's. Oh, yes. Christina B. Yes. That is old school. Yes. Loved that growing up. I don't even know if that was was Farrell's a national change? Because in Southern California, there was Farrell's. They used to have, like, the marching band and everything. That is something that was just amazing. Exactly. Eric, thank you again. No, it was awesome. Thank you. A 50% drop in the S&P. Show just SoCal. Okay. It was so good. Yeah. Known as Dr. Doom, Nouriel Rubini has published an essay arguing the S&P will fall roughly 50%. So it will. Rubinius calls echo prominent bears like Michael Burry. Below, the crash is going to take place, ladies and gentlemen. That's why Stock Market Crash channel. I have a segment on Nouriel Rubini and Michael Burry right after this one. So go there. But here, could stocks plunge 50%? Rubini's main argument is essentially that government debt levels are too high in the West, leaving policymakers between catch-22 between causing massive inflation or allowing the market to crash to play out without being able to step in and stop it. They can't step in, though. Here's the thing. You can't step in anymore. There's no way to step in and stop a market crash because the whole point of interest rates going up is to try and stop inflation. You can't stop inflation because oil per barrel, WTI, and Brent crude will go up to 110, 120, and beyond. So you cannot stop inflation because energy costs are going to continue to increase. Oil is going to continue to increase in price despite a recession. But you have interest rates going up in a recession. So you have a contracting economy. But you have a contracting economy with interest rates going up, and you have oil prices and energy costs that will continue to go up. Then you have too much margin debt in the market. It was a little high. I did a segment on this on the Stock Market Crash channel. I read the wrong number, but the margin debt is still close to like $700 billion in the stock market. So it's still way too high. So, that sounds interesting. You have a situation where, ladies and gentlemen, where if you look, S&P falling 50%, the market is going to crash way below 30,000. The reason that's going to happen is that corporate profits, according to Michael Burry, and I've been saying this too, but Michael Burry is infinitely more knowledgeable than I am. Corporate profits are going to crash or decline because inflation eventually is going to hit the consumer, which will eventually then hit, because inflation has already hit Walmart and Target and Amazon. So inflation is going to cause corporate profits to decline when the stock valuations are based on corporate profits continuing to go up. And corporate profits would have to go up for like a couple years straight to justify these valuations. Now, here's the issue. Here's the problem. If God forbid, and I do think there's going to be a 3 to 4 to 5,000 point drop in the Dow. If there's a 3 to 4 to 5,000 point drop in one day in the Dow, you're going to have hedge funds go under. When hedge funds go under, smaller ones, you're then going to have banks that will lose billions. When banks lose billions, then credit will dry up, lending will dry up, liquidity will dry up, and you're going to have a problem with the economy shrinking even further. The Fed cannot pump any more money into the economy because 1 out of every $5 was created by the Fed. And so you either risk runaway inflation or not doing anything and allowing the hedge funds or banks to go under. So it's almost like there can't be another too big to fail moment. If there is, then you have runaway inflation. Then you have real wages down 8%, not just 4.4%. So, it's not like the computer, like computers aren't going up in price. It's like eggs and milk and bread and cheese and, things people need to live. They did not a Family Feud, it's a Price is Right. They did a Price is Right with Bill Gates. And he was way off, like, everyday items. He doesn't, like, these, like, billionaires don't really, like, they don't know. These people that are, like, obsess over climate change, yeah, it's important, but you know what? It's also important? Making sure that people can afford everyday things. And they don't know what everyday things cost. They don't do their own shopping. Inflation doesn't affect them. So if they say, well, yeah, we should really be shutting down the economy right now. It doesn't affect them. Of course they don't mind shutting down the entire U.S. economy. Of course they don't mind. They don't even know what items cost in a supermarket. So why would they mind? So it's like the people who pushed to end economic activity because they were paranoid and completely hysterical. And they keep saying, to justify they're like, oh, well, I know somebody who lost their life. It's like, well, yeah, you know what? I know, unfortunately, we all know people who lost their lives because of heart attacks and cancer. It doesn't mean we force everyone to run a mile at a certain rate or make sure they have high blood pressure taken care of or lose weight or do things that actually help with heart disease, help prevent heart disease, and also help you with other issues like 2 years ago. But it's going to get much worse, people. It's going to get that's why I'm saying, like, I'm not worried about the Senate and the House. The Senate and the House are they're going to go Trump Republican. We're going to have a moment, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, where I think layoffs are going to be, rampant. Greg, thank you for watching as always, sir. I appreciate you watching as always. Just you watching is great. Thank you, Greg. We're going to reach a moment that's going to be a very terrible moment in terms of the economy. And the stock market is going to just absolutely crash a lot further. It's going to be terrible. That's why I say, as I beg for Super Chat, save your money. Save your money. Because, and we'll end in a couple of minutes, but there are going to be layoffs. There are going to be, The economy is not going to rebound. Let's just see really quickly. Yeah, it was at 1.9%, people. I think it was at 1.9% before. Okay. So, it's at 1.3% now. This will be negative. We will have a negative third quarter. And we're probably going to have a terrible, terrible market crash within the next 5 months. It'll eventually take place, unfortunately. And I've been saying that since September of 2021. Read my article in the Federalist, ladies and gentlemen. Be here every day. Every day, people, at 8 a.m. and 11 a.m. Every single day, 8 a.m. and 11 a.m. And I do have, obviously, segments every day. And then live stream in the evening. Be here tomorrow for the live stream. Ladies and gentlemen, I will be back tomorrow at 8 a.m. and 11 a.m. I'll have a segment on the Stock Market Crash channel right after this. Be here tomorrow for the live stream also at around the same time. Thanks, everybody. God bless. To my Super Chat, Rick, everybody here, JG, Paul, everyone here. Thanks, everybody. I can't thank you enough. Eric, I can't thank you all enough. Thank you, JG. Have a great evening. Rick, thanks again. Everybody, thank you so much. See you tomorrow at 8 a.m. Pacific time.